The attitude you take is a decision you make. There's a story behind that. This is your daily message from chat number 1050 to upgrade your mental game today by telling yourself a better story. Because the most important story you hear is the story you tell yourself. This message is dedicated to Gordon and B. Paisley. Here's the upgrade. Attitude isn't just an internal feeling, but upgraded thinking understands it's something you can manufacture through action. Here's the story. One of the most powerful stories on the importance of attitude comes from Chung Ju-Yung, the founder of Hyundai. Despite growing up in extreme poverty, working the farm as a child with an empty stomach, literally eating tree bark, no education, no connections, Chung reflected that he was never once unhappy or resentful about his circumstances. As he put it, he was a naturally positive person who was born with the ability to accentuate the positive rather than the negative. He moved to the city and started as a rice delivery boy. He worked his way up to owning the rice shop, which he renamed Number One in Seoul with ambitions to make it the best rice shop in the entire country. The shop was shut down, though, because of war and rice rationing. He then started an auto repair shop. It burned down in a fire just 5 days after he paid off his initial loan. He rebuilt it from scratch, and then World War II ended that business. After the war, he started again by repairing U.S. Army vehicles. This was the seed of everything and became Hyundai Motor. He pivoted into construction after witnessing how much more money construction contracts paid versus auto repair, learning how to engineer roads and bridges from scratch. He partnered with Ford, which failed, so he broke from Ford and produced Korea's first domestically manufactured car. Then, in the early 1960s, he gets the idea to build Korea's first shipyard, but not just any shipyard, the largest one in the world. At first, he can't find financing, but eventually sells the idea to a European investor simply based on the picture of a beach where the shipyard would be built. Before his death in 2011, Ju-Young had built Hyundai into a company in 11 different industries and employed over 200,000 people. Chung lived through an extraordinary succession of Korean political upheaval, Japanese rule, the Korean War between the North and the South that divided the country, a student revolution, a coup d'etat in 1961, the assassination of the president in 1979, and 30 years of military rule. He could not control any of that, though. He understood all he could control was his effort and mindset. His attitude was simply, tomorrow will be better than today, and the day after tomorrow will be even better. Chung saw throughout history that every major achievement was led by people with positive attitudes. No one ever built anything on pessimism. The better story to tell yourself is, my actions change my attitude. Tell me a story of action changing attitude to fromchadsmith@gmail.com. Send someone a text and ask them, who do you know who has the best attitude? You can get a free copy of my book, The Most Powerful Story in the World, by going to fromchad.gumroad.com. The transcript of this message and hundreds of others are always available at www.fromchad.com.